Okay, YouTube, we are in for a treat after 5 years since I have originally taken my ancestry test. I decided to invest in not only another kit for my mother, which is still coming up in the mail in the next few days. It should be here by the weekend. I have her do her sample, but I have decided to get me a 23&Me test. And I took it on the 11th, and y'all seen that video, and my results have already came in. I was not expecting my results for at least another week at the minimum. They say it's supposed to take anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 weeks on average, as much as a month. Now they faster than Ancestry because it's like Ancestry, it took, let's see, I think it took like over a month for me to get mine. But the thing is, it could have took upwards of 7 weeks from what it was back then. The results could take as long as 7 to 8 weeks to process. And that was back in 2015. But this on 23&Me, they promised 2 to 4 weeks. Now I did my test on the 11th. They received my, and here's another thing. You're able to track the process. So they received my order on the 14th, and then unlike Ancestry, they gave us explanations of each step of what they was doing. Like they showed me how they separate the DNA from all the extra stuff from the saliva and other debris in your mouth. Show whether you gave enough of a sample or not. They would have told me if it was rejected. Of all things, I went over the thing, but I was afraid that I had too little, because once again, it's supposed to be liquid without the foam, and my mouth was very foamy, as y'all can tell. So it was like, but it actually, it was enough viable liquid from what they said. But we want to get on into it. So I'm now going to switch over to screen share, and we're going to see my results. So we're seeing this together. This is a first. Like last time, I wasn't able to showcase the results in real time. And hell, this is still pre-recorded. But what I mean is, y'all wasn't able to get my raw reaction, because I seen the results beforehand and then did the video. But now y'all about to see me look at it for the first time. So let me go ahead and switch over to screen share. Okay, y'all, we are actually about to do this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. And let me drag this down further so y'all can see the date. So it is 6:47 p.m. June 22nd, 2020. And granted that I'm not going to be as shocked because of the fact that I do have Ancestry, and Ancestry is said to be more accurate, but still, it's like, I love to know the comparison, especially this time knowing that I haven't drunk no soda before the test or did anything. I actually went a full hour and did not have nothing. My mouth was clean, toothbrush, mouthwash, everything, honey. And I waited the whole hour, because they say don't even brush your teeth within a half hour. So I waited a whole hour post brushing my teeth, because you can't do it within a half hour. So I love to see the results. So let's click on it. And y'all know all this. I had to dispute something on my Equifax, and let me see. This is my Pinterest. My Juvia's, I put in another Juvia's Place order. So, because y'all know as the summertime gets around, I'm about to be a little bit darker, in the shade 12 is going to be a little bit too light under my eyes. So I got shade 9. Just in case y'all wondering, I am shade 240 and 300 in Juvia's Place foundation. Oh, and I ordered the stick. I can't think of what's the name of it right now. It's named after some sort of African. All of them named after African countries. But yeah, I ordered the shade stick as well to see how that's going to fare. And they are named different than the the regular foundations. So, but anyways, let's get to the main results, honey. The 23 results for Wuan. Y'all know that last name, y'all. It's going to be changed eventually. So I don't even care about y'all seeing my full government right there, honey. View your reports. Oh my God. Here we go. Oh my God. And then of course the self login. Ooh. What is my results? Now granted, I know I'm black and I'm proud, but I want to know how black they got me, honey. And of course I got the health as well. Now granted that I think they cheated me on the health, because it's like I had to answer over 100 questions, so it's like they already know a good deal about my health. But let's see what they predict. Let's start with the health first. So start with health traits. So this is what this is why I end up getting this, really to see what I'm prone to carrying and stuff. And then DNA as well. So discover what your DNA can say about your health. I told them about, my cancer history. I suffer from eczema. They asked me about, am I left-handed or am I right-handed? I told them I'm left-handed. So they know a lot. So let's see what they got. Oh shoot, there we got a whole tutorial to go through. Okay. Complete tutorial. Our genetic health risk reports tell you how your DNA can affect chances of developing certain health conditions. Okay. Typical variant. Okay. Some variants may increase the risk of developing certain health conditions. However, not everyone with a risk variant will develop these health conditions. For many of these conditions, people without risk variant can also develop them. Some variants are more common in certain ethnicities. Okay, it's good that they're giving us some education. Come on, 23&Me. I also seen the owner of Shark Tank, honey. I love seeing her on Shark Tank. Hopefully they have her back next season. Okay. Back to health overview. Ooh. Oh, so I got to go through all this before I see my traits. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to timestamp this video, y'all. Our carrier status reports tell you about variants that may not affect your health but could affect the health of your family. Okay. This is taking me back to darn going biology class and darn going sophomore year, honey. Okay. Once again, y'all, timestamps will be below. You must view the B. Oh my God, this is a lot, y'all. So, health predisposition, genetic factors may influence your chances of developing. View 13 reports. Keep in mind these reports do not include all possible genetic variants that could affect these conditions. Other factors can also affect your chances of developing these conditions, including lifestyle, environment, and family history. Age-related muscular degeneration, slightly increased risk. Now, they didn't ask me about that. Late onset Alzheimer's disease, slightly increased risk. Now, I did tell them that my great grandmother suffered from Alzheimer's, so they could have just guessed that. I don't think they actually pulled that from my DNA. Because she's the only one that's actually had Alzheimer's, and it comes to find out that she had a STI that triggered it. She had, I forgot what the STD was. It wasn't nothing like HIV or AIDS, but she had, what was it called? Oh my God, I can't think of the STD that she had. But that's what they said was behind her developing the Alzheimer's, because her older sister is 101, and my great great aunt Mayo, she's born in 1927, so she's 93. And then my aunts, which are all her children, 1941, 1939 is 81. And then my great aunt Zula is like a couple years younger, so like 79. Then my uncle Adele is roughly 73. And none of them have any type of... But they say I have one copy of the E4 variant we tested. And for time purposes, I'm going to go back to this later. Variant not detected. I don't even know what that is. Celiac disease. Well, I definitely know I don't have that, honeys. How much darn on gluten and stuff I be consuming. Parkinson disease, variant not detected. Type 2 diabetes, typical likelihood. Okay, you assuming that because I'm black. They asked me about my race and stuff too, so let's go back. So, carrier status. Oh, shoot. View 44 reports. Why is it saying sickle cell variant detected? Sickle cell anemia. Oh my goodness. So I'm a sickle cell carrier? Oh my goodness. So I carry sickle cell. This test is most relevant for people of African descent because the HBS variant is most common in people with African ancestry. In addition, because the test covers the only variant that causes sickle cell anemia, is also relevant for other ethnicities in which the HBS variant is found, including people of Middle Eastern and South Asian descent, as well as people from the Caribbean, Mediterranean, and Central and South America. Pretty much all black people. You could pass this variant on to your children. This is good to know. That way I know to get tested. Well, they got to do all that anyway, because y'all know I'm having my children via, in vitro and all of that. So they have to do all the testing and stuff with the donor anyways. But, at least with me, I know that I can tell them I have a carrier trait for sickle cell. So they know to rule anybody else off that also is a carrier. So if your partner is also a carrier for HBS or another variant in the HBS gene, each child may have 25% chance of having sickle cell anemia or a related blood disorder. Your relatives may also wish to consider testing if they plan to have children. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so I'm a sickle cell carrier, so we know that. Oh, wow. And all these other ones on cystic fibrosis, I know that one on. I'm gonna darn gonna look at all this later just to find out what this is, honey. So we don't have. So that's all the carrier status, and I just carry sickle cell. Okay. Now is wellness. Wow. Alcohol flush reaction. Unlikely to flush. What the hell that mean? Wuan, based on your genetics, you are unlikely to flush after drinking alcohol. What? Wait a minute. Do they mean like flush the toilet? Yes, I am. And I barely get, like, I'm a person that can handle extremely high amounts of alcohol. People with your genetic results can typically process alcohol normally. As a result, they don't tend to flush bright red in the face or experience unpleasant symptoms like headache, nausea after having. Oh, okay, that's what they mean. I thought they meant like flushing the toilet. I'm like, what damn? What type of rude queen they think I am? So yeah, that is true. I have a high alcohol tolerance, but I haven't had alcohol in 2 years. While you are unlikely to begin flushing bright red after having one drink or less, you may still experience unpleasant symptoms like flushing if you drink too much in a short amount of time. No. That's because alcohol is broken down into a toxic substance that builds up faster than it can be cleared out. Avoiding heavy alcohol consumption is important for overall health. Okay. I'm glad they clarified on what flushing is. Caffeine consumption, likely to consume more. Not anymore, sweetheart. I have now, as of the 17th or 18th, I have been off of Mountain Dew. I have been off of any form of sodas for 3 months. Hello. Only been drinking my water. Only been drinking waters, MTs for 3 months. So this was true in the past. Deep sleep, less likely to be a deep sleep, honey. That's the truth, honey. I'm about, as soon as that darn on Harmony drops come back in stock, or with Total Life Changes, I'm getting me some, because I actually suffer from sleep anxiety, but of course they know that, because I once again I gave them that as well when they asked me that. Genetic weight, predisposed to weight about average. Yeah. Lactose intolerant, likely tolerant. What that means? Because I can't consume any, like dairy will send me to the hospital. So they should be intolerant. Based on your genetics, you are not likely to be lactose intolerant. Well, y'all got that wrong, sweetheart, because I can't drink straight up milk. Straight up milk will kill me. Literally, it will send me to the hospital. So yeah, I can consume dairy in small dosages, but like a full glass of milk, I cannot do it no more. Approximately lactose content per serving, 1 cup. See, this is a tricky subject, because technically a lot of us is also brought up on milk that's not from the human species. It's like we are consuming milk from cows, which is a different species. So it's like, why would we have a dependency on another species' milk now? And by natural design, as we get older, we supposed to lose that ability, just like with all animals who first, nurse on their mothers or whatever, because of the fact that you now can eat on your own. It's only supposed to be due to, you know, when you're young that you depend on the milk. But yeah, who am I? Who am I to debunk that? It's just my little scientific knowledge, honey. This is interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm going to break this video up into two different parts. Muscle composition common in elite power athletes. What? Your genetic muscle composition is common in elite power athletes. Studies have found that almost all elite power athletes, including sprinters, throwers, and jumpers, have a specific genetic variant in gene related to muscle composition. You have the same genetic variant as these elite athletes. Oh, well, come on, honey. Y'all do know I can bitch press over 200 pounds in heels. And I got this smart scale. Oh, let me show you. I got my smart scale right here, and my smart scale says that I have 7% body fat. Like, I literally have 7% body fat, which is equivalent to athletic levels. Even though I barely exercise. I'm going to get back into exercising. Although I naturally have a slender frame, but I'm trying to bulk up and actually gain some weight, get my 44-inch hips back. So yeah, I am prone to being athletically built to a fault. So they got that right. Although I have a problem with running though, so I don't know how good I am at. Our muscles are made up of two main types of fibers called skeleton. Yeah, I ain't get the running ability because I get out of breath easy. But I have very good endurance though. Oh, I can smell that darn on black seed oil that I took earlier, honey. Saturated fat and weight, likely similar weight. What that means? Wuan, your weight is likely to be similar on diets, high or low in saturated fats with the same number in total calories. Yeah. I do consume a lot of oil. I cook with avocado oil, so. Although I try not to eat too much red meats, like I haven't had a steak in 8 years. But I consume hamburger every now and again. I would say maybe like 3 to 4 times a month I might consume red meat in some form or fashion. Well, as soon as I get out of here, I probably wouldn't buy no hamburger. Unless it's at the store or something. Wuan, based on your genetics, you're likely to move more than the average person during your sleep. And of course, y'all would know that because I told y'all that I suffer from sleep insomnia. So that's why I say some of these questions, some of these questions and answers, they naturally were able to get based off of the 100 questions they had me take before this. So is that it for everything? This content is not based on your genetics. Okay, now on to the part. I'm actually going to include it all in one video because I don't want to go through the process of stopping this thing and then it has to render and I have to, set the recording and stuff back up. So now let's get on to the ancestry. So let's back out again. And once again, okay. I'm closing my eyes because I want to get the raw reaction, y'all. Okay, back one more time. I know this is so silly, y'all. But I want y'all to get my true reaction. Oh, shoot. I done backed up too far. Okay, log in. Okay, now here we go, y'all. At the 23-minute mark, we are going in with my Ancestry results. So start with Ancestry. The moment of truth, y'all. Oh, shoot. Ooh, wow. Wuan, explore your ancestry through Ancestry results. What? Your DNA suggests your ancestry is 28.3% Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leonean with ties to 11 other populations. Now this is strikingly different than what Ancestry got me as, because currently Ancestry got me as 30% Congolese, which I am more in line to believe because I know for a fact, based off of the bone structure and everything, and my father's, my mother's paternal side, that it is indeed Congolese. So it's weird that they got Ghanaian as my dominant result. Like, did they test Congo? And, but now granted, Ancestry got me at 10, it was at 10%, but they dropped me down to like 2%. And I'm dominantly Congo, Congo followed by Nigerian on Ancestry. Sierra Leonean is like 16%. I can't wait to do a comparison video, honey. Cause this is strikingly different just based off of this. It's like, what is all, oh my God. And why is it so much blue over here? Cause I'm only about like 14, I'm like 14% European. That's, okay, I guess that is about a good chunk. Let's view the report, y'all. Oh my God. So, okay, they about accurate. So, I am 85.1% sub-Saharan African, which is about on par with what Ancestry got. So, I guess my Mountain Dew didn't, alter the test results too tough. Although I took a JED match and they had me only at 77%. Regardless, your girl is dominantly black, honey. Even though, my family is a mixture of black, Eastern Band, Cherokee, and French. Honey, obviously I'm black. I'm blacker than black, honey. So, but these results. Okay, so there's my Nigerian. 21.7%. Now, I still don't see where the high Nigerian is at. My Congolese in Southern East Africa. Oh, okay. Y'all do know that Congo has recently, this is going to confuse a lot of people. Congo has recently reclassified themselves out of West Africa. And they are now part of the 7 countries of East Africa. So this is why they saying that I'm East African. So I don't want my East African, because y'all love to say that I'm Ethiopian, I'm Eritrean. And technically, if you include now Congo, I would be East African, but not in the sense of what y'all thinking that, oh, you're Ethiopian. No. But only 13.7% oh no, I'm not agreeing with that. But let's click on this Ghanaian, Liberian, and Leononian. Oh, it ain't gonna give me a... Your DNA suggests that 28.3% of your ancestry is Ghanaian, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. Okay, I guess that makes sense if you combining it all together, because Ancestry breaks all of them down. So I guess if you combine all of them together, it does make sense. And then it gives a history lesson. fabrics of West Africa. Shahaski. Oh, I can't wait to look at this more. Ancestry eats. Oh, is this all part of the same thing, or explore your ancestry through Airbnb? Oh, okay, those are ads. So this is where it says show more. Okay. The kente cloth. Come on, kente cloth. Okay, back to Nigerian. I still don't see where they get this Nigerian from. And unlike Ancestry, it doesn't give a range. And it says we're working to identify your more detailed Nigerian ancestry. When we find enough exact matches between your DNA and referencing individuals from a particular region, you'll see a map here detailing where your recent ancestors may have lived. Check this page for updates as our references data set grows and diversifies. So obviously they lack what Ancestry has. Oh, come on, Yoruba. Natural wonders and the Yam Festival and oh, so it's already giving me a predicted fourth milk. Oh, I can't wait to see the family. So, okay, so Eric Shango Sankofe Garnet is predicted to be my fourth cousin, has roots in Nigeria. Okay. Oh, wow. I can't wait to see the family results. Ooh. And would you believe if I have any sisters or brothers who took this test? Because y'all know my father was a Rolling Stone from what I've heard. There's 6 siblings that I know of. And it could be more. So, Anguillan and Congolese. Okay, so they got they break. So it's Congolese and Southeastern African. And then it's Angolan and Congolese. So it's 23%. But wait a minute. Then there's another Southern East Africa, like. And then broadly Congolese and Southern East African. African gathered hunters and broadly sub-Saharan African. Huh? Okay, let's explore. This is one of them darn on those lighter colors on the Juvia's Place darn on foundation, I believe. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to look at all this. But for time purposes, I'm exiting out pretty fast because I don't want the video to be too long. Southern East Africa. Where's Southern East Africa? Curious about Southern East African history, arts. Yeah, because as far as I know, I don't have any East African DNA. Unless y'all including the Congo as East Africa, which y'all just did recently. And then this is broadly Congolese and Southern East Africa. So I guess if you included all this under Congolese, it's 3.7, 13.7, 27.4, which is about on par with what Ancestry have. So I guess if you combine them, that's what would be my Congolese. But on Ancestry, it got me as straight up 30% Congolese as my dominant result. Broadly sub-Saharan Africa. Oh, I don't get no little summary for them? Oh, okay. Well, damn, just cut out broadly. Oh, I guess they said, well, bitch, we don't know where it's at, honey. I'm going to also compare and contrast of the historical knowledge from Ancestry and 23&Me as well. So next is I'm 12.3% European. Now, I don't know why they got my French so low on both Ancestry and darn going 23&Me, and I know I got immediate darn on white family members who are French European, like, and then it shows in their ancestry. It's like it just skipped all over me, honey. But I am British and Irish. Like Lonnie Love said, I'm British, bitches. Only 6%, honey. We ain't claiming that shit. So, French and German. Oh, wow. I can't wait to, like I said, look at all of this. And it's just giving me a peek of all the relatives, honey. Southern Europe, Spanish and Portuguese. Now I'm finding out I do got quite a bit of Spanish people in my family. Like that's a shocker because I don't know anybody that is Hispanic. But there I have seen on my ancestry a lot of Hispanic connections. But then again, the Native American in me, they got from South America, so that might be where it's from. So obviously I wouldn't know the Hispanic folks down there, so. Broadly European, 0.7%. Then last but not least, I got 0.5% unassigned. Oh, that's a very low amount of unassigned because usually they be having people like 5, 10, 17% unassigned. I'm glad they was able to get me down for the most part. So, Native American, 1.1%. And I know that's from the Eastern Band Cherokee tribe of North Carolina. Chinese and Southeast Asian, Filipino and Austronesian? Huh? Okay, so it's in Taiwan, honey. Where a good amount of my clothes are from, honey. Okay. Indonesian, Thai, Karma, Mai, broadly Chinese and Southeastern Asian, broadly East Asian and Native American. 0.1%. So that is all of me in a nutshell. So 2.1% East Asian and Native American from what Ancestry is picking up. On Ancestry, they got me at 3% for all of that. European is 12.3%. Which I think Ancestry is the same thing. Cause it got me like 85%. Yeah, 85% West African. 12% European and 3% Native American and Asian on Ancestry. So this is about lined up right, but it's just broken down differently. So that is it, y'all. Those are my results. Now, oh, wait a minute. So we got a scientific detail? Let's see what that's about. Oh, so this just tells you how it breaks everything down. So that is it, y'all. Now I'm about to get on to the fun part and look at my family and of course, for personal reasons, if it matches me to any immediate sisters and brothers, I don't want y'all to see that, safety purposes. But, and I don't want to go into editing all that with blurring out names and all that. So that is my results in a nutshell. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all soon with more videos. Oh, also feel free on my other channels to check out my ancestry results, which will be in the description box. I will showcase my original ancestry results, my updates, me responding to critics about my my ancestry, comparing my family, so y'all will get to see the white side of my family, the Native American side of my family, with the family video. So if y'all want to see what my family looks like, y'all can look at that as well. Like I said, far as I know, the white side is mostly French, although we have seen some Hispanic DNA in there, and some British, and and just like with black folks, a lot of white folks don't know what they are either. So that makes sense that it would be a mixture. And like I said, the Native American is the only non-guess that I don't have to guess about, because once again, I know the tribe is Eastern Band Cherokee. Although surprisingly, it links me to South America as well. So interesting. So once again, like, comment, share, subscribe, check out those videos. And if for update videos, feel free to make sure the notification bell is on, because best believe I will be coming back with a comparison video, and I will be doing my mother's results soon in the next coming week. Soon as she get her test, like I said, Ancestry can take longer, and they saying due to the Rona, honey, it's taking people a lot longer to get their results from Ancestry. So maybe that, this came so fast, Ancestry might do the same thing. So, but still, it'll be about the end of July, more likely, before I can do my mother's results. So if y'all want to see what my mother looks like and see her results, definitely subscribe. So that is it, y'all. Share, and I'll see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.